What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj, and we had 4 games of basketball last night. I want to cover them. I didn't do a video like this for that crazy day after opening night where we had 10 games. We had Anthony Davis dropping 50. I made a video about that, actually. That was my video for that day. DeRozan had 40, and James Harden had 34 points, 17 dimes in a game. So, there was some crazy things happening in the NBA, at least, in the beginning of this season. So, let's talk about last night. We had a couple games, intriguing games, but I'm probably going to be making videos like this for a while, and then I might make some videos about what's going on, about certain players who are stepping up, what is happening to certain teams, why they're doing bad or good, stuff like that. Let's get into this. Before we get into this, please, if you enjoy this shit, please leave a like, comment, an idea, subscribe if you're new, if you enjoy. Let's go. So, first game of the night, we had Washington Wizards in Atlanta. This game was pretty close until somewhere in the third, fourth quarter when the Hawks just went on a run and they destroyed him. I mean, they beat him by double digits. It wasn't close at the end. John Wall only had like 12 points. You expect the Wizards, after a non-playoff season, they were competitive in this game until a certain point. I don't understand why they fell off. What does that show a sign of, right? Because this team, they've got great players. John Wall and Bradley Beal should be your dynamic duo, but they didn't really show up down the stretch, and that might be a concern if it continues. Now, for the Atlanta Hawks, this was their debut, as well as the Wizards, actually. Yeah, this was their first game late, as well as the Bulls, who I'm going to talk about next. Dwight Howard, in his Atlanta Hawks debut, I think he had 11 points, 13 points, 19 rebounds. He had 19 rebounds, I know that, but he had 11 or 13 points. That's the kind of output they want from him. Dwight is not going to be a go-to scorer. He's not going to be that guy that gets you 20 a night, okay? He's going to be a rebounding machine, defensive player, that type of guy. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, he had 19 points. He held the Wizards in the paint. He wasn't letting them get anything inside for the most part, and that really led to a successful debut. The next game was the Boston Celtics taking on the Bulls in Chicago. My Chicago Bulls, I was very nervous for this game, and man, this was a thriller. The Bulls looked like they were going to pull away multiple points in this game, but they ended up not being able to, take complete control and blow them out. The Celtics are a very good team. I projected them to be second in the NBA, or second in the Eastern Conference this season at the end of the season, and, they kept their defensive mindset. They were very good on that end. They shot a pretty good field goal percentage as well, but they just got out-rebounded like crazy. And let's talk about the 3 guards on the Bulls that can't shoot threes, huh? What's funny? I saw this after the game. Apparently, the Bulls, Rajon Rondo, Jimmy Butler, and Dwayne Wade shot 9 of 14 from 3, and they shot like 3 of 23 from inside the arc. That's just mind-blowing. Like, they're supposed to be slashers, but, we're going to hit 9 threes and just shock everybody. Dwayne Wade, 4 for 6 from 3. I know you all have seen the stat that he hit 7 3-pointers all of last season. He's already got 4. I mean, he's already on pace to break that in 2 games. I mean, what can you say? People are surprised, but, he did shoot 44% from 3 in the preseason as well. The guy is just another one of these aging players that's developing a jump shot, and it looks like he's doing that. I mean, I haven't seen any signs of a broke jumper. He's shooting it a good amount, and his mindset is changing. I mean, he's looking to shoot the 3 more. Coming off of that screen, receiving the ball on the wing, he's more likely to pop out instead of to cut inside, in terms of getting that basket. He wants to stay outside the 3-point line because he has a shot now. I mean, he's really hitting it. Let's talk about Jimmy Butler, too. This guy was also 4 of 6 from the 3-point line, and he's a guy that shot 31% last season. People thought, well, this guy's not a shooter. But Butler actually, in alternating seasons, has been good and bad and good and bad from the 3-point line. He was 38% the year before, and he was bad the year before that, and then good before the... he goes good, bad, but he's, this is the good season, right? Because he had a bad year last year. He's projected to do good. Anyway, Bulls came up in the clutch, got a big W against Boston. I do not understand. People don't think that they're going to make the playoffs. People think that they're going to be 38 wins. I mean, I don't understand that. I just don't get it if you have that much talent. And if they're hitting threes now, It doesn't make any sense. 38 wins, I mean, you don't really have any other claims to make other than the fact that they're not great shooters. Well, if they're shooting like they did last night, you can't make that claim. Okay, let's get on to the next stuff. The Portland Trailblazers and the LA Clippers in Portland. I didn't know that much about this game. I know the Clippers had a convincing win. Blake Griffin really showed out in his first game, being very healthy in a very, very long time. This guy came in being completely injured last season, and when he was playing, wasn't playing 100%. He says he's feeling more healthy than he's felt in years, and Blake indeed displayed some nice athleticism. But, you know, not putting together extremely impressive line, but they got the W, so there really isn't a lot to be concerned about. They took the dub, and there was that weird foul call at the end I saw on Twitter. I don't know why that ref is doing people bogus. But anyway, let's go on to the last game. This is one I also want to talk about. The Kings in their new arena, their first game in their new arena against the Spurs, and I just found it funny. The Kings are on a back-to-back, and their second game of the back-to-back is against the Spurs, and it's their home arena debut. I don't buy that. You know, it's not like the first game they played this season. It's like this is their first game in that arena ever, and they lost. It was not by any means a blowout game. I mean, this game was neck and neck for a while. Sacramento was actually leading a lot during this game. DeMarcus Cousins with another fantastic output. I think he had like 37 and 16 or something crazy like that. This guy is a stat machine. That's what he can do for you. But when you're going up against Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, there's just not a lot you can do. There's no room for error. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, another brilliant performance this game. He had 30 points, 5 steals, and 5 assists. I mean, he had 5 steals in back-to-back games. I mean, he's ridiculous in the defensive end, and he's uncontainable in the offensive end as well. I mean, 35 and 30. He's 2 back-to-back 30-point games to start the year. MVP is definitely in the mix for this guy. It's in play completely, and you know, keep playing like this and he's locking that shit up if they win 65 games this year, which, you know, that's also in play as well. I think they're going to win 60 plus. He's definitely going to be in that conversation. So this has been I did a quick video today. We had a pretty entertaining slate of games, and definitely I'm so happy that the NBA season has started. This shit is just beautiful, you know, that now we're able to witness basketball at its finest. The best sport in America is back, and that's gonna be all for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this shit. Comment an idea down below what kind of video you want to see from me. I'll definitely consider any specific type of thing. I want to see it. I want to see what you guys would like. I want to just make more popular videos, I guess. And leave I already said that. Subscribe if you're new. I'm out. I didn't mention this before, but you probably have seen my Twitter. It's in the description as well as the handles in the video at the beginning. But yeah, in the description, I'm active on there as well. So that's gonna do it. Peace.